And welcome to Flow Friday to all of our Flow engineers. Welcome back. Great to see our usual suspects joining us again. So big shout out to Business Blueprint, Business Blueprint community and team. Chris, great to see you. Clarice, Stin, Ezio, Richard, and everyone who's joining and coming on as well. Very good morning. Hey, today I'm pretty excited about today because there's a brand new feature that we've been cooking up that we're releasing. We're going to check it out today. And I think it's going to change the way that you engage with AI. It's going to become way more helpful again. And in particular, we're talking about turning your AI agents into mentors. And we've got a new feature called Mentor Mode, which I'll take you into. We think about it like, what's the difference between a coach and a mentor? A coach is someone who is going to specifically point out what you need to do to improve and tell you what to do. Whereas a mentor is going to ask you questions, present ideas, and then leave that choice to you to take the next step. And so today we're going to be able to convert any agent into a mentor that as you start to engage with it, it'll continue to ask you questions, it'll continue to share information with you to move you along through a process. And so we're going to check that one out today. So I'll get yourselves ready. I'm going to share my screen in just one moment and we'll set up our workspace together. If you can share today's activity sheet, the worksheet, and we're going to jump straight into it. Here we go. So best practice setup, as always, is to have Raya on the left and our worksheet on the right. And today's is, I think, did everyone enjoy the Alex Hormozi one last week? I think that one seemed pretty popular. Well, we'll go one step further with Alex today. Last time we were talking really around his $100 million offers. His second book is $100 million leads. So we thought, what if we could turn Alex Hormozi into our very own AI mentor that could engage us through the process? So rather than doing a workflow today, we're going to just engage and see just how far we can get with Alex as our mentor. All right, let's go along onto the dashboard. And we're not going to do a workflow. We're just going to do 2 steps today, which is create the agent and then engage with your agent as a mentor. So as I mentioned before, what's the difference between a coach and a mentor? Well, a coach points out what you're doing wrong and tells you what to do specifically next, whereas the mentor will ask you questions and share experiences to help you make the best decisions. And it ends up being your choice in that process. So today we'll create Alex Hormozi lead gen specialist and put him into mentor mode, brand new feature. I'll also share with you how you don't need to go and change every agent into mentor mode. We can also engage with the agent, any agent, you can turn them into mentor mode just by clicking the new option here of the settings wheel in the chat and turn on mentor mode for any of those agents. It's also available to you. Okay, so let's build Alex Hormozi, $100 million leads mentor. And first step is we'll head on over to our agent building area and select build new agent. And we'll follow our copy and paste routine. So the purple text is what we'll copy. So first step is to enter the agent role, select Alex Hormozi, $100 million leads as the agent role's name. And then from here, we'll select an emoji. Now, I've actually got you a nice little avatar. Excuse me. Let me grab it for you. Here we go. Share. Put that in the chat as well, so it's easy for you. Most should be on that Google Doc, and it will auto update. But here it is in the link as well. Just make sure you can. So here's our our avatar, not emoji. Instead of an emoji, we can do an avatar today. We can download that one and then upload it into the custom section. So I'll give you a moment to get that one done. So, do we get that? Has everyone got access to that one? I'll just pop it in here as well. When you've got Alex there, share permissions. All right, let me find out why that was not behaving the way it should. One moment. Okay, give that a go. Everyone should have access to that link. Now give it a refresh. Or you can take the picture from the chat as well. Once you've got Alex there, just drop a 1 in the chat so I can see that we're all in the same spot. Okay, well done, Chris. Thanks, Harry. Ezio, well done. Richard's on, Din's on. I see my sister's AI note taker's here. She hasn't arrived though. Okay, as you get through that, now you can add some categories. So naturally, marketing is the category that makes sense here. And then we'll progress through to generate the goal statement, the backstory, and the base instructions. Now, what's important on this is we wait for the first section to finish generating before we move on to the second. And then we'll go on to the second one, backstory. And as always, you can read those. If you think that it requires additional prompting, you can do that additional prompting as you go. Yeah, looking good. And then from here, behavior. So I think for this one, I'm going for persuasive and influential. Now, you might go with another one could be informative, could be also useful here. So informative. Actually, I'm going to go with informative and influential. We'll now, let's see if I can turn that on. Yeah, well, also the new feature here, which is mentor mode. So turn on mentor mode. So mentor mode prompts your agent to end each reply with a follow-up question, encouraging users to explore the topic more deeply. This is going to be like sitting with a consultant, a mentor that's going to keep asking you questions to get essentially evoke the next prompt out of you so you can go to the next layer of information. Basically keep the conversation going. Once you've turned that one on, let's create agent, and then we have one more step to do. At mentor mode is when you scroll back up the top to where you would save, it is on the right-hand side, and it's this little toggle here. When that one is purple, that means it's turned on for mentor mode. Okay, now we're going to do one more step here. We're going to make Alex, our $100 million lead agent, even more intelligent. We'll give you the matrix moment where if you actually do a Google search, so if you did $100 million leads book, what you'd find is it will pop up with some links. One of those links is this one here. I put in the notes, which is the PDF of the book online. Now, Alex is this book is for sale. I'd encourage buying the actual physical copy or the digital copy as well. Alex is very abundant with his information. And this one appears online. So from here, once that one loads up for you, you could then download it and put it into your knowledge base. So this is 385 pages. So there's a lot of great content within this one. So I'm going to download that one. And once downloaded, drag and drop that one into knowledge base. Then as that uploads, you'll notice that the sort of transparent one will turn white once it's fully finished, and you've got the purple bar as it's uploading the document and then putting it into the vector store. So it's 385 pages, get chunked down into small sections, converted into an array of numbers, and then stored in the vector database. Now, we've probably got a few of us doing that at the same time, so I'll give that a moment as it catches up. You can imagine it's not a small document, right? 385 pages to not just upload, but then convert into the array. So we'll give it a little bit more time. And there it is. Mine's almost there. And then see how it's turned white? That means it's fully completed. So we'll give you some time to now on your end to wait for yours to go through the same process. When yours is turned to that white, please just pop a 2 in the chat. Yeah, EPUB is coming actually. It's on our dev server at the moment. So I haven't tested it yet, but that's pretty exciting because you can purchase EPUB books, but you can't convert them into a PDF, but you will be able to put them into your knowledge base. All right. And so just drop a 2 in the chat once yours is converted. While that's converting for you, I'll do a shout out again for our Digital Transformation Week happening the 18th of November, available to join online or live in Cebu. It's getting even more exciting as we get closer because we're building out more components to make that just a slam dunk of a week. So if you'd like to check that out, all the details, thanks, nice, are in the link in the chat now. And if you'd like to come along online, and you can do it in a group environment if you like. One person would be driving the computer. You might open up the boardroom for others to join, or if you'd like, the additional licenses will have a discounted option for a second, third, fourth person, and so forth. Hey, drop a 2 in the chat how are we going with those uploads? Anyone got that one completed yet? Chris has completed. Well done, Chris. Dins is converted now. Great. And I tell you what, while there's uploading, this is such a great book, right? Like anything, expanding our knowledge, even more powerful working with the agent once you've read the book. That's my next tip. Like as much as we can put into the agent's going to ask us a range of questions, but it'll become even more exciting to work with the agent when you've got that base knowledge as well. So definitely check out the book. It's a great framework in there. Ezio, is yours still uploading, Harry? Or if we can still uploading, or it's there now? It's there now? Okay, cool. All right, let's move on to the next step then, which is to engage with your new agent mentor. So when we head over to chat, and we can select our new agents. I'm just putting Alex. Excuse me. So $100 million leads. And from here, we can ask a question. Now, I put in a prompt for one of our organizations. You can use it, or you can create your own. But I've put in here, we have an outsourcing business in the Philippines. We specialize in helping SMEs with 50 to 1,000 employees to scale the businesses with highly engaged people supported by AI technologies to multiply results. Our employees' engagement scores have been independently reviewed by Great Place to Work to be 85%. The global average is 23%, and world's best practice organizations average only 70%. The way we achieve these results is through our results engagement and morale framework. This is all about maximizing culture and AI technologies. The technologies we use are all built by us, designed to maximize productivity and results. Can you please help me design a program to generate an avalanche of leads for our business? So we copy that one, paste it in. And now, if you've created agents and you cannot remember whether you have mentor mode turned on, it doesn't matter because you can just turn it on here in the actual chat itself. So it's up to you whether you choose to turn it on or not. Now, I'd just like to do a huge shout out to the team because yesterday morning I came to them, I think it was yesterday morning, was it Jen? Or maybe late on Wednesday night. And I said, mentor mode, we've got to do this. And the team stayed late last night and produced it. So thank you very much for the fast turnaround. Well done. So we can also turn it on here if you like and give that a practice. And then press send. Now, once again, you can do your own prompt here for your own business, or you can use this one. And Alex will come back with some assistance. Thank you to Alex AI. I'm sure if we do enough of these, eventually we'll get Hormozi's attention. So maybe think about it. Now, it's pretty cool because it's now going back into that vector store and referencing the book to then bring out this information. And what have we got here? In mine, I'll zoom in a little bit. We've got design lead generation. So define your value proposition, identify your target audience, content marketing strategy, channels for lead generation, strategic partnerships, optimize online presence, and develop a follow-up system, and measure and optimize the KPIs. Now, if you think about what you normally get out of an LLM, it often will kind of stop there. But the key is to keep going. Right? It's this multi-shot engagement approach to get yourself into flow state to really, maximize some results. And so, would you like to dive? Here's the mentor part. Would you like to dive deeper into any of these areas, or perhaps start with developing specific content or campaign strategies? Yes. Now you're acting like, AI. You're now acting like someone who's going to be there to help me to work through this next phase, because maybe I'm not yet advanced enough either in my flow engineering to think about all the different steps I want to produce, or not necessarily that. Sometimes I just got to brainstorm and get a little bit like fluid in these ideas to get going. And it's these questions that evoke more out. So I might say, it could be as simple as, let's explore item 4. Now, for me, item 4 is item 5. I want to do strategic partnerships. Let's explore item 5. Well, I like that he gave me a few options. Okay, great choice. Strategic partnerships can significantly amplify your reach and credibility. Here's how you can delve into into item 5 and establish fruitful collaboration. So identify partners, so industry associations, business networks, great. Assess alignment and value exchange, shared goals, ensure the potential partner shares similar goals and interests. That makes sense. Mutual benefit, you want that. For instance, you might offer exclusive insights and access to your AI tools in exchange for the exposure of their audience. It's a good idea. Develop a collaborative strategy, co-branded content, white papers, cross-promotions, guest speaking opportunities, conferences and webinars, workshops and panels. It's already got my mind now moving to, oh yeah, we could like interact with Alex now to explore things like creating an opening email to reach out to these potential partners, or come up with a list of ideas for co-branded white papers. Just basically expand them more. But let's see what he's got. Is there a specific aspect of partnerships you like to keen on exploring further, such as identifying potential partners or designing co-marketing campaign? Interesting. You're starting to get into the same area I was thinking. Yeah. Can you help me with an email? Oh, yeah, with a cold email to strategic partners. That would be to potential strategic partners. Can we ask it to cite where they're pulling the data from so I can have the option to read up for those sections? And let's try it. And so maybe ask it, if let's say in relation to, let's say, strategic partnerships, which section of the book can I read up more on that? We'll ask it that question next. Okay, so it's giving me a cold email. Certainly, effective cold email is crucial for capturing. So unlock new opportunities for SMEs with our proven framework in AI technologies. That's pretty good. I hope this message finds you well. Matt Kesby and we clearly haven't put company into our info base. We specialize in helping SMEs scale effectively using our proprietary results engagement morale framework, backed by advanced AI technologies developed right here in the Philippines. Very accurate. With independently reviewed employee engagement scores of 85%, our results significantly surpass the global average and set a new standard in driving productivity and growth for businesses. Our framework is designed to maximize culture, technology, resulting in unparalleled employee satisfaction and business performance. Why partner with us? Innovative AI solutions, proven results, mutual growth. I believe our organisation shares similar commitment to innovation, business excellence. I love the opportunity to discuss how partnership benefits you both. Cool. Yeah, cool. And I could, at this point in time, copy paste and put your link in and get that sent out. The future state of this one would then to utilize it in full automation. Okay, so in relation to strategic partnerships, you know what? I'm going to go with this. In relation to strategic partnerships, which section of the book should I be reading first? I see you've added the resource ID from the vector database. Are you able to add the page numbers now, please? Okay, unfortunately, I don't have the capability to provide specific page numbers from the book resources. However, I can suggest downloading the book. Okay, so it's got, we can go and let's try that if it will download. No, I don't know that we've actually coded it to do that download. It's clever that it's thought about doing that. Could you please specify which book you're referring to? That's interesting. Okay. Um, so this will be a good one. Now what did I ask? Oh, yeah. So mine has actually gone to vector database. So that might be a prompting question there. Did you use the same prompt, Ezio, or a slightly different? Feel free to open up your microphone if you want.
Hi, Matt.
Ezio, did you use the same prompt?
I wrote in relation to, I did workshops. So I was trying to build up the workshop one.
Yeah.
Can you tell me where it is? So it originally I wrote wanted it to expound on the workshop for in its response.
And its response saying that you didn't know. Okay, so now another response to that, because let's also look at this. I'm constantly reminded that artificial intelligence does feel like human intelligence at times, in a sense that here it kind of it's like it lost its attention in that moment. It's like, oh, the book that we uploaded to your knowledge base, and then see if that follow-on prompt, like if it was a human that got distracted, will get the result that comes out. Like last week, you might have noticed that I had essentially declared for it to take a workflow, and it forgot to take the workflow and just gave me an answer. And then I just informed it, no, I want the workflow. And then it behaved the way it needed to behave. So that could be just something that's worth trying now. Just remind it, the book that I've uploaded to your knowledge base, and see if it responds. Give that one a go. Okay, cheers, mate. Enjoy it. And so, but now we've got this one. I'll say let's go back to where we were before. So we had the cold email. Okay. Now that we've got the cold email, what should I do next? Now, I'll turn the speech off, otherwise it's going to capture what I say to you and confuse it. But what I'm pointing out there is, imagine this. You just keep the speech on, and you read, not out loud because you'll confuse it, but you just keep talking to it and iterating out at this really natural flow of conversation. The speed at which it's possible now is just next level. I mean, even we do a few extra processes in Raya to get high quality outcomes. It's why we think for a little bit longer. We'll have a new mode soon where you can turn that off if you want to go for faster speed. But like it's got, okay, after crafting your cold email, the next steps are crucial to ensure effective outreach and engagement. Here's a structured approach to maximize your chances of success. Refine your target list. So identify key leads, make sure your email list contains decision makers and individuals relevant to formatting strategic partnerships. Research recipients, gather insights about each prospect. Okay, now, so we could just stay on this one for a moment and say, well, we've got, can you give me some suggestions on the types of decision makers, the roles of decision makers that we should be targeting? nailed it. So for our business, it is CEO, CFO, department heads. Yeah, completely nailed it. Perfect. And so, yeah, right all the way through to board members and key advisors. That's our whole strategy when we go up to the larger organizations, is to multiple entry points so that we're creating this conversation inside the organization about the offering. So it's right on top of it. So look at this. Imagine I think today, imagine being a new marketing manager in an organization, and you're basically just engaging with the AI to pull out everything that needs to be done, and what's possible within a day to pull together a real deep plan supported by a strategist is wild. Or if you're consulting to a client, using this in the background to support the speed at which you're outputting this information, and then just keep going layer after layer after layer. Okay, so that's mentor mode. What do you think? Useful? Yeah. Pop there's an emoji in the chat or a comment there. I'd love to hear your thoughts for mentor mode. Any agent can now be turned into a mentor and change the way that we're actually going to engage with the AI. I have a new friend. Hey, isn't that interesting, right? You could literally, I was trying to work one. There's no reason why it couldn't be something else. Now, what we'll get, I think, sort of spooky before the end of this year is that you will have a two-way voice conversation in Raya with these mentor mode agents. So you'll get all the written output as well, but it'll feel more like the two. Now the R&D team are working on getting the voice API, the real-time voice, into Raya at the moment. I don't think we have a date yet, Jen, do we, for when voice comes in? Probably not yet. I think you might be helping someone. Okay. But yeah, not far away. Yeah, brilliant for brainstorming. Absolutely. And Richard, let us know next week that your friend's been good to you. How friendly the friend's been. And didn't see great stuff as well. All right. Well done, everybody. That's our Flow Friday session for today. Wonderful to have you all on board. It's to the pub tonight. We definitely got to get Ray onto the phone, so we. Please look out for some emails for us as we start sharing more about Digital Transformation Week as well. Keep building it out. And then next week I'll be coming to you from Dubai as I'm there for a Global Business Summit. So I'm sure we should hopefully have a pretty exciting backdrop for our session next week. So that's it from me for today. Signing off. See you from Dubai next week. Thank you, team. Great once again to have you all coming together each week. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.